As you can tell, the summer box office has been a little up, and it's been a little down, depending on the movies of the week. But one thing that all pundits agree on, the new MCU film, Deadpool and Wolverine, is a much-needed smash hit. But in case you haven't already seen it, or even if you already have, we got you covered with this week's News 2 Reviews. Yeah, you know what time it is. Okay, I know what this looks like, but we're on a budget, so can you just go with me here? Thanks. For loyal News 2 reviewers, you'll be aware that I have had a rocky relationship with the MCU post-Endgame. I loved Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, I despised in retrospect Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, but I loved the original 2 Deadpool movies that came out. And so I was cautiously optimistic when Ryan Reynolds' Merc with the Mouth decided to join the movie series multiverse. I thought, hey, maybe we'll get something great. Instead, we got something. I
don't know anything about saving worlds, but you do.
Trust me, kid, I'm no hero. You were an X-Man. You were the X-Man.
After being rejected by the Avengers, Wade Wilson, aka Deadpool, is living in a peacefully dull existence as a used car salesman. Yet that is all upended when the Time Variance Authority recruits the Merc with a Mouth to save the multiverse. Now, with the help of his reluctant ally Wolverine, Wade will finally have the chance to prove he's a hero. Please hold all of your thoughts until the end, because I'm not here to bash the Deadpool threequel. No, on the contrary, I think that there are a lot of redeeming qualities in this otherwise paint-by-numbers entry into the MCU. As titled, Deadpool and Wolverine promises and delivers on the electric chemistry between Ryan Reynolds' quippy Deadpool and Hugh Jackman's exasperated Wolverine. The two actors embody their characters to perfection, never wasting a scene and proving how much they love these heroes even in the well-choreographed action sequences. Supporting actors like Emma Corrin and Matthew Macfadyen also bring their A-game in deviously over-the-top performances. Yet hammy and committed performances do not a good action comedy make. The place where this movie utterly drags is the subpar, empty, and nostalgia-baiting script. If you've seen one Deadpool film, you're familiar with the excessive number of jokes that litter the film. Well, with Deadpool and Wolverine being the singular most meta film in the entire MCU, the shtick gets old fast as we're assaulted with a joke a minute. That would be okay if only the emotional stakes were not so hollow as to counterbalance that repetition. Instead, it only treads familiar and surface-level emotion that can be described as bland and, at worst, cynical. The film's self-awareness walks a line between nostalgic-baiting cameos and genuine appreciation for the Marvel films that came before in 20th Century Fox, like X-Men and the Fantastic Four. Was I entertained at portions? Certainly. But did I also think that there was a lackluster amount of quality storytelling? Also certainly. And these two can still be simultaneously true, which together, they result in a resounding meh reaction. I'm giving Deadpool and Wolverine a for you to decide. You can watch it only in theaters.
So, I felt like, I've seen like the previous Wolverine stories and Deadpool as well. I haven't seen, obviously, this one with the worlds colliding.
Right.
But I felt like they did good on their own, and I don't know if, per your opinion, putting them together makes them better.
I think, well, depending on who you ask, of course, but for me, putting something together doesn't always equal the best thing. Like, pickles by themselves are great, chocolate chip cookies by themselves are great. They're not always great together. But in this case, they work on some level. It all depends on your mileage on how much you love Deadpool and how much you love Wolverine.
Okay, and I think it's one of those situations too with putting the two stories together. Same thing as a remake a few years later. Like, is it gonna work or is it not, right?
It really all depends, again, as I had mentioned before. Your mileage may vary depending on your love for these two franchises. And the MCU at its totality, I guess.
Yeah, I like what you said though about just the jokes, and it does seem like even in the first one, it took me back. I was like, yeah, it's a lot of joking here.
Hannah, there's even more in this one.
All right. Well, I guess you better be a jokester if you want to go see
Be prepared.
it.
That's all I say.
All right, good job, Manning. Appreciate it. We'll be right back.